Hello friends, today is 21st of February 2023 and I'd like to let you know about my garden updates. This is a small garden that I have cultivated in a grow bag. It's basically the geofabric grow bag that is readily available in the market, and what you can see right now is the flower of ice plant, and there is another flower. This is the update I have for today. Okay, this one is a bit pink and white, and bright red in the center, and then we have this good looking purple red colored flower, and this looks fantastic. Now we have some buds appearing. Over here we have a bud which is look at this. Okay, so this is the one that is about to appear. We have a white colored or off-white or cream colored variety as well. So there are different varieties of ice plants in terms of the color of the flower, and this was sown around November of 2022. So starting of the November 2022, we what I did was I planted all the seeds over there. I just threw the seeds on top of the soil. Nothing fancy about it. The weather was very cool, so and then on top of the seeds I sprinkled a fine layer of topsoil. A fine layer, basically a very fine layer of topsoil, just one layer, very small layer, thin, and these are the results today. So this is just a small garden that came up, and beside the ice plant there is one more thing that came up on the right hand side. It's a bit taller than ice plant, and this one is most likely morning glory, but I'm not too sure about whether this is morning glory or not. The reason being that the flower, the petals actually look more like oregano rather than morning glory. So if you have a bit more idea about this, that'll be great. If you can comment in my YouTube video. Looking at this, the flowers are more buds are coming over here, and we have more buds which might come up in the next few weeks or days. So looking at this, there's one. Okay, this is one more bud. So there are multiple places where buds are going to appear. Now the leaves, as I said, they don't look very much like a morning glory, but again, this flower does look like one. So yeah, so this is the flower that is amazing as it looks. Okay, so now telling you more about this this particular small garden that I have in the grow bag. Now the soil that I have is about 4 inches, I guess, from the ground, and the diameter should be around I'd say 40 to 45 centimeters, or I would say not the diameter. I would rather say the radius. It's a very large grow bag, and the soil is adequate. It's not very much, but it is still adequate for a small garden like this. We have a yellow flower coming over here. Okay, it's sneaking up over here. That's the yellow flower. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like it looks like a vine or something. It's probably a vine. Okay, well, now what this garden did was it pushed out the wild pansy. The wild pansy is looking outside. It is probably saying that don't encroach upon me. This is the wild pansy. And actually it is not the fault of wild pansy that it's like this. What happened was that some time ago, pigeons just around were playing around, and then they probably landed up over here where there's this gap over here, this gap in the middle. So, and then there is a small gap. Yeah, so this is the gap that I'm talking about. Maybe pigeons might have landed most likely, because I heard the voices. Now they might have landed over here, and then because of that, the small jungle that we have over here, it got a bit twisted. It got twisted, and then because of that, the wild pansy, the space occupied by wild pansy, that was encroached upon, and looking at this, the ice plant took over that space. Actually, the ice plant leaves took over that space, and the wild pansy is left staring outside and saying that, look, I don't want to be here. Take me out. All right. So how to grow these kind of things? Like, how can you actually do this on your own? Well, it's pretty simple. Just have to take this. It's a very nice thing. It's a grow bag. This quality of this bag is firm, is very nice. It's a green colored grow bag, and this is the microfiber grow bag this is talking about, and this is readily available in the market. You can search for it, and the soil that was used in cultivating this, basically it's a mixture of various things. It contains basically the soil, which is cocoa peat, peat moss. It also has the regular garden soil, then the soil which is left over by the previous pots that I planted. The soil that was left over, I usually dried it up in the sun, and then I took that soil and then I mixed it up, and then that is how this was created. But mostly it is a soil mixture which is composed of soil which you can readily buy from the market. Some of the soil is mixed up with the old soil, and yes, this has when I initially was trying to mix up the soil, I did use friendly bacteria, which is the bio-friendly bacteria, which is something that is a alternative to fungicide, and that was used a year ago. That was not this soil is pretty old, but it has been rejuvenated from time to time. And regarding the water, now when these leaves were small, the water, you need to sprinkle it very carefully using the sprinkler, and you have to ensure that the water that you sprinkle is it's more like a mist, because if you don't do that, then what is going to happen is, initially what happens is that the ice plant is very small, and then it is prone to damage and prone to prone to falls very easily. So it is important that when you spray the water initially over the ice plant, when it initially comes up, it is very important that that you need to sprinkle the water very carefully in a mist form, and ensure that the soil is well absorbing, and it should be such that it should not retain too much water, but at the same time it should be enough so that the ice plant grows. And the water that you are using over here, it is basically the one that I used. It was a combination of things like I used rainwater, I used rice water, and I used the water left over when you boil eggs. Cool it down, then use that water in here, and then you should be able to see good results. Especially when it is this time when the flowers come up, it is best if you use rejuvenated water, because the plants love it, and more flowers may come up due to that. So this is the update that I have, and I hope that you enjoyed my video. And once again, thank you for everything. Have a good day. Enjoy, like, subscribe, share. Please do so, and leave a comment if you have any questions. And yes, if you know anything more about this, like if you have already done this in the past and if you'd like to share your experience, please do so. So thank you everyone. Bye for now.